Hello. So, I'm gonna fucking, tell all of you why iOS is fucking better. Okay? iOS just is fucking better, okay? iPhones are fucking better. Okay? Why are iPhones fucking better than you fucking wank stains who use fucking Android? Okay? Yes. If you are an Android user, you are a fucking wank stain. You know, sadly, your dad nutted in your mum instead of the tissue. But anyway, all that aside, I'm going to talk about why my fucking iPhone is better than an Android phone and why, as an iPhone user, I'm better than an Android user. Okay? Yeah. So, okay, as we get into the fucking phone, but, this phone, the Face ID thing's a bit fucked, mate. Fucked. Like, actual fucked, mate. So I have to enter my passcode every time, but fuck. Because I purchased this with broken Face ID, and then, thought that it was a bit broken here, but, it turns out that it was more than the screen that was broken. It was the Face ID. But, Android users, they get a shitty Face ID, which is like, oh, take a photo of my face, mate! Where it doesn't have all the sensors which map your face out and, with the dot projectors and all that shit. Yeah. Literally, if you're an Android user, yep. I could unlock your phone with a photo of your face. Yep, that's right, fucker. That's fucking right. You're retarded if you use fucking biometrics on, Android that require face authentication. Like actual fucking retarded, mate. More retarded than, someone who's just fucking, been on the nose beers all night or whatnot, More retarded than that. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, fucker. You fucking Android user. But anyway. Yeah, you may use a fingerprint sensor or whatnot, but, using Face ID, I think is better, mate. I think it's fucking better. Yeah. But, that's something that you Android users don't get. Secure Face ID, mate. Yeah. And, hardware locked, biometric features. So you replace the Face ID on an iPhone, you ain't getting Face ID back. You fucking ain't. You can say bye-bye to Face ID. Yeah. Because, that way, it stops, fake parts being used, which will steal your fucking biometrics and be like, okay, hacker, here's access to my bank account! Yeah. Here's access to my phone, which, a lot of people use their bank on their phone, Apple just makes shit more secure. You know what I mean? And speaking of security, iPhones. If you, lose your phone, sitting your ass on the fucking couch, mate. If you're an Android user, Fuck you, go find it! Find it, mate! Find it! That's right. Go fucking find it, mate. Yeah. Have a good time looking. Have a good fucking time looking, mate. Yeah. Fucking wanker. But if you use iPhone, you can use Find My iPhone. And then you can get it to play a little ding dong sound. And then you can go find it or whatnot. And yes, there is some Google tracking thing, but, you know, we don't give a shit about Androids. You know, over here. You know, all my viewers don't give a shit about Androids. And the ones who do are wank stains. But, anyway. Yeah. Another good thing about Find My is that if your iPhone's turned off, guess what, fucker? You can find your fucking iPhone still. Out of internet range, it'll just connect to another Apple device and ping Apple servers. You literally have a solid tracking device built into these thingos. Yeah. This shit is fucking life-changing if you need a tracking device. This is one solid fucking tracking device. But, you know, like, Find My is something I will swear by. And also, your device gets stolen. There's no way of bypassing the activation lock, which, yes, Apple devices, unless they're logged out of Find My, they're activation locked. So that thief that steals your Apple device can't fucking use it. So they're left with a brick, mate. So that also means when you buy an Apple device, you know, most likely, it ain't fucking stolen. You know? It's a legit fucking not stolen Apple device. Got activation lock? Chances are it could be stolen. Yeah. So, you know, no thief's gonna fucking, you know, steal your Apple device unless they're a fucking retarded cooker, mate. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. Okay. The fucking walled garden of iOS, mate. The walled garden. So, you know, this makes things super secure. Like, everything needs to be signed with an Apple developer account before it can be installed. And, you know, if you know, try and install anything, chances are you'll be installing it from the App Store. So, you know, chances of getting virus, fuck you, virus, mate. Fuck you. No viruses here. Unless you install shit from shady sources that, you know, aren't on the App Store. But App Store shit, like, that shit's sweet, motherfuckers. That shit's sweet. What else have we got here? What else have we fucking got here? Oh, yeah. The App Store won't be so fucking crowded because Apple has its guidelines and shit on, like, what can be published and what cannot be published. All that shit. All that good shit. You know. And if you have an Apple developer account, that shit, like, you know, you can also get, like, pre-releases and shit like that, like, get iOS 26, woo! And you have to pay every year to keep your apps up. So, you know, that means that everything on the App Store has to be, you know, really looked after, updated all the time, all that shit. Well, it doesn't have to be updated all the time, but, like, you know, it's not like some shit that's just been put there, like, I pay a one-off fee, like, on Android, is there. Not like that. You know, because there's that, I think it's 150 USD, or no, I think it's 100 USD every year developers have to pay to have apps on the App Store. This means that, like, if someone has their apps on the App Store, they're either a serious developer or they just fucking, like, you know, just was like, hey, let's chuck it there for a year. And, you know, then it's not on the App Store anymore. So, yeah. iOS apps are just better, mate. Now, let's talk about the Mac compatibility. So, I can use my iPhone. This is another reason. I can use my iPhone as a camera for my Mac. My iPhone connects and integrates well with Mac OS. Like, you know, I can just airdrop shit over to my Mac. I'm actually recording this on a Mac right now. Not even using an iPhone. So yeah, shit like goes well with Mac OS. iOS mixes well with Mac OS. You know, I can use all the Apple services like Find My and all that on my Mac. Everything syncs with iCloud. Fuck yeah. And, you know, you have an Android and a Windows. Shit won't go as seamless as it does with an iPhone and a Mac. Now, let's just talk about the final reason. iOS is just fucking better, mate. There are so many reasons why iOS is fucking better. iOS is easier to use. iOS is used by people who are more fucking elite than fucking Android users, of course, because, like, Android users, whoa! Like, probably on too many drugs or something, because they buy Android phones instead of iPhones. Let's just face it, mate. But anyway, that's why iPhones are just fucking better, mate, than fucking, you know, the fucking, what's it called again? Fucking Android, mate. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna fucking finish this video. Oh shit, fucking where's my phone? Oh yeah, if this was an Android, I'd expect it to crack because it's cheap shit, mate. Yeah, but like, this is a fucking iPhone. Yeah. But like, to be honest, I actually don't know too much about the durability with iPhone versus Android, but what I'm saying is the iPhone is a more solid device, yeah? So, like, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna have some more tech videos up, so, you know, if you like it, you better fucking subscribe.